everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone is doing well. This is just a weekend overview. This is general for everybody. At the end of the reading, what I'm going to do is pull 2 oracles for each element, okay? So, so we're coming through this full moon. We just had, this week we had the full moon, we had the Lion's Gate, we have a lot of cosmic energy, shifts and vibration changes going on. So we're coming into the weekend. And so let's see what the overall energy is now. Take what applies, leave the rest, because like I said, this is general, all right? All right, so let's see what we working with here. Oh, we had death and transformation. Okay, so we're coming in this weekend where there's, well, like I said, this has been an active week this weekend, because what? The Lion's Gate on the 8th, which is really from full moon to full moon, which, you know, kind of gives you up until the 12th, you know, which was to Friday today. And, so what has been transformed? What has changed? What have you become aware of? Because it's also like when you see her sitting there, she's just looking, it's like, wow. She's in some contemplation there as to, wow, let me regroup. Let me regroup. And it's almost like, even though she's regrouping, as you can see on the boat, it's like the spirit is overlooking her. Is it, yeah, there's remorse. There may be some remorse or sense of loss. And transformation and change is for, you know, some people adjust to it easier than others, okay? But that is the one thing you can be sure, change. Well, we also have the owl. Look at that owl over there. Oh, messages from above. You are being protected. You are protected. And also, when I look at this, you can see the flowers are still blooming. See that? The flowers are in bloom. The owl. Oh. I like the way this is depicted in this deck. All right, so Queen of Swords. We have some Queen of Swords energy here. These cards are big. So let me put these up here. Let's see. Can you see those? Let's see. All right. Yeah, I can see that in the camera. So we have the Queen of Swords. And this is, regardless of what's going on, you have to trust your mind. You see, especially like the way she's elevated over. This is really saying, trust your mind, trust your intuition. You're being guided as long as you follow. Look at there. She's trusted. It's like she's a Queen of Swords, but look at how she's calming the waters with her hands. So whatever's going on, you just like, peace be still, sister, brother. Peace be still, because it's going to be okay. This is what's happening here. Everything's going to be okay. 8 of Cups. Hey, so you may be leaving some things behind. It could be some emotions. It could be some, it could be anything. It doesn't necessarily like you're physically leaving. You could emotionally decide that, okay, I'm not going to handle this or deal with this in this manner any further. And as you should say, she's going towards the pillar. What's that look like? Stonehenge? She's going towards something greater. When you look at like how this is like she's looking for a spiritual or a spiritual, a sense of peace. And that's where what you're heading to. It's like, okay, if you all want to deal with drama, that's fine. I'm going to focus my sights further out. Yeah, I like the way that's depicted. Yeah. So let's get some clarifiers. So there's some type of transformation, and you're being asked here to rise above. You know what I'm saying? And don't get yourself all mentally caught up in the emotion of the drama, because ultimately the drama ain't yours, it's theirs. Whoa. The devil. So maybe there's some Capricorn energy. Remember, you're dealing with a Capricorn, or maybe there's some type of people always say Capricorn, but it could be some type of bondage. Maybe you're transforming, you're rising above, and you're walking away from some bad habits, which is perfect. Oh, excuse me. We talk about this Lion's Gate and this full moon. This is the perfect time to cut yourself free from any habits, or we think of habits. People always think drug and alcohol, but it could be overeating, overspending. It's time to rein all that stuff in. So that could be it, because like even if you're emotionally spending, or those type of things. So hey, the devil, cut them loose, right? Four of Wands. We got the Four of Wands here. See, because you're seeking happiness. You have prospects of something good happening if you cut these things loose. So there's that death, that transformation, that Wands with that swords, rise above, step into your power. And then that way, there's a sense of freedom and enthusiasm that you can feel, as you decide to release yourself from bondage. Let's see this King of Swords. All right. I have decided to emotionally, I'm not going to deal with this like this. I'm going to step into my intellectual power. I'm going to deal with this another way, and not get so emotional. Because the King of Swords is definitely, like I said, they have they're very astute, they're forthright, and they just know how to handle situations without the emotion. Not to say the emotion may not be the motivation for what's happening, okay? That water is still there, but it's how are you going to handle this situation? So actually, I think this weekend, I guess after the week, everything's going to be transformed. I mean, this is kind of cut and dry. It's like, okay, so there's some type of transformation. There's something I need to change. There's something I need to get rid of. I need to rise above so that I can seek the happiness that I want. And so that I cannot allow myself to get all emotionally tied up in the manure. Cut and dry. Wasn't that short and sweet? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's do this. This was short and sweet, honey, for the weekend. So now what I'm going to do, it's like I say, 4 elements, okay? Earth, wind, fire, air. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 cards down. I'm going to pull them both at the same time. And whatever applies to you, because we all different. We're all made of all elements. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I'm using my trees cards. I haven't used my tree cards in a while. I love these cards. This is like kind of like the first deck of cards I ever got. I must have got those like years ago. Woo! I must have had these. Wow. I can't even, maybe about at least 10 years at least. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So let me put this right here, and we'll pull this up as a pair. And if it applies, use it. I mean, if it all applies, go with it. Okay. All right. So, which is interesting, we have the silver birch tree, like wood that grows upward by drawing strength from its hidden root. Love will advance. Birth. Doesn't that go with death? Death and rebirth. Death is a form of transformation. Something is being transmuted here. And then you have let go of a fixed plan. Allow for spontaneity and growth. Oh, so maybe that's your trigger for some. Everything's got to be a certain way. And This devil may be the inability to be flexible and fluid. So there's a rebirth in you, and there's a need to allow for spontaneity and growth. So that could apply to somebody or everybody. So let's see what the next one is. Like I said, I'm doing 4 for the 4 elements, so you decide what you want. Okay, you have the tree of heaven. Aim high, gifts of heaven will be granted to you. Dream, plan, and believe your aspiration. Hey, after transformations, wow, isn't that what you said? You're going to walk away from the emotional stuff. You're going to handle this from a different way so that you can still go towards what you aspire. What I think is so interesting is it's like Stonehenge up there. You're going up that way. But anyway, and then so what else is here? Breathe love into your life. Remind yourself to breathe. Yeah, with that air, that transformation, all this air, this fire, this passion, emotion, and yeah, just take the time to breathe. Love yourself as you venture on your road, on your journey to whatever it is that you aspire to do. This is your journey, the tree of heaven. And heaven is just air. You cut off your air, you have no life, right? All right, so what's next? We have, now this is a tree of life. This is beautiful. The tree of life. When I say tree of life, this is a tree. If you had nothing else, you could survive. You could live off this ash tree. It says influence. From the innermost center of your psyche, your good influence radiates far, spreading light. The ash tree. And the way is clear. Awaken to the power within you. Wow, isn't that something? You're the light, right? The way is clear. You have influence, and the way is clear. And this is the tree of life. So this is quite powerful from the way I see it. Okay. And then, last but not least, we have the eucalyptus tree. The arms of love draw closer to you. An ambition you love grows into what is visible and tangible. Love is revealed. There's passion revealed. Okay, that makes sense. As you're going forward, something is being revealed. Okay, you're not going to handle things from this place. You're going to handle it from this place because you want that joy. You want that feeling of being fruitful and abundant and all that. Right? A sense of freedom, really. And love is revealed, and realize you are worthy. Aim for what you want and believe in. Aim for what you want and believe in yourself. So, this is general. We're coming to a powerful week. Make sure you look at what's on your heart, what's on your head, the oracle. Just check back all your readings. They're timeless. But this weekend, coming through this powerful week, I think this is a powerful week. The weekend, because now you have an opportunity to change in order to go in the direction starting next week, go in the direction you really want to go. So let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.